China has unveiled its $7.5 billion Dragon's Passage Canal, a monumental engineering feat that has captured the attention of the global shipping industry and world leaders alike. This bold move is set to challenge the Panama Canal's century-long dominance in global shipping, introducing a powerful new competitor into the heart of international trade routes. The Dragon's Passage is specifically engineered for ultra-large container vessels, ships so massive that even Panama's expanded locks can't accommodate them. This instantly positions the new canal as a game-changer, opening the door for a new class of megaships to traverse the Americas. By offering faster, more efficient routes between Asia, the Americas and Europe, the canal aims to capture a significant share of transoceanic trade. Shipping companies could save both time and fuel, potentially lowering costs for businesses and consumers worldwide. Fully financed by Chinese state-owned banks, the project stands as a cornerstone of the Belt and Road Initiative, China's ambitious plan to expand its economic and strategic influence. By investing heavily in Central America, China is signaling its intent to play a leading role in shaping the future of global commerce. The Dragon's Passage is projected to handle up to 45 ships daily, easing congestion and providing a vital alternative for the world's busiest shipping lanes. With a 10-hour transit time, directly rivaling Panama's performance, this new route could dramatically alter shipping schedules and logistics planning for years to come. But this is more than just infrastructure. It's a strategic play to reshape global trade and power dynamics. The canal's success could shift economic influence, create new alliances, and even spark competition for control over vital maritime routes. The world is watching closely. Will this colossal investment pay off, transforming the region and boosting China's global standing? Or will it become a cautionary tale, a monument to overreach and ambition? As the first ships set sail through the Dragon's Passage, the stage is set for a new era of competition, innovation, and transformation on the high seas. The future of global trade may be about to change forever. The Dragon's Passage is a feat of modern engineering, requiring the excavation of over 3 billion cubic meters of earth, enough to fill the Great Pyramid of Giza 1,000 times. Its two-step lock system with single-lift basins can raise ships 35 meters in one go, accommodating the world's largest vessels while recycling 65% of water used, crucial in a drought-prone region. Managed by a digital twin model, the project uses modular construction and prefabricated components to meet an ambitious 10-year timeline. Beyond the canal, deep-water ports, automated terminals, and a high-speed rail corridor will transform the region into a global logistics hub. This integrated approach aims to make the Dragon's Passage a pivotal node in 21st century supply chains. The canal's route through Nicaragua is a masterstroke, 280 kilometers from the Caribbean to the Pacific, leveraging Lake Nicaragua to minimize excavation. This northern route shortens shipping between the U.S. East Coast and Asia by hundreds of nautical miles, saving time and fuel. China's partnership with Nicaragua secures a 50-year concession, cementing its presence near U.S. shores. The project promises to double Nicaragua's GDP and transform its economy, but not without challenges. Dredging Lake Nicaragua and cutting through rainforests and indigenous lands raise major environmental and social concerns. The region's seismic activity adds further engineering complexity. Overcoming these hurdles will be as critical as the construction itself. The Dragon's Passage is a high-stakes economic bet, with tolls projected to generate over $1.2 billion annually by 2040 if it captures 5 to 7% of global maritime trade. The canal's ability to handle the largest ships gives it a competitive edge, but its success depends on attracting enough traffic. New ports, free trade zones, and industrial parks are expected to draw billions in foreign investment, creating a self-sustaining economic hub. For Nicaragua, the project could create 250,000 jobs and lift many out of poverty. For China, it's about securing trade routes and reducing reliance on US-controlled infrastructure. Yet risks loom: cost overruns, slow adoption by shippers, and global economic shifts could turn this into a costly white elephant. The Dragon's Passage is a bold wager on the future of global trade. The Dragon's Passage is the biggest threat the Panama Canal has ever faced, targeting the ultra-large ships Panama can't accommodate. Panama's canal currently handles 3.5% of global trade and is vital to its economy, but even a modest loss of traffic could have severe national consequences. In response, Panama is exploring new pricing, loyalty programs, and tech upgrades to stay competitive. Its century-long reputation for reliability is a key advantage, but water shortages and climate change have already forced transit restrictions. The Dragon's Passage, with its water recycling locks and access to Lake Nicaragua, is being marketed as a more reliable alternative. The rivalry will force both canals to innovate and adapt. The battle for maritime supremacy is no longer just about geography, it's about resilience and strategic vision. The outcome could reshape the Western Hemisphere's trade landscape. The Dragon's Passage will force a global supply chain rethink, especially for Asia to US East Coast routes. East Coast ports like New York, Savannah, and Charleston stand to gain, while West Coast ports may see declines. The canal could also shift trade patterns in Europe and South America, as shipping lines redraw routes for cost and speed. By providing a direct link, it will deepen trade ties between China and Atlantic partners like Brazil and Venezuela. The project is a physical extension of China's Belt and Road Initiative into the Americas, binding regional economies closer to Beijing. Two competing canals increase global supply chain resilience, offering redundancy in case of disruption. But this redundancy comes with heightened geopolitical competition for control over these vital arteries. The world's trade map is being redrawn in real time. The Dragon's Passage is more than just a feat of engineering. It's a bold geopolitical statement, signaling China's ambition to establish a lasting presence in America's traditional sphere of influence. This canal, cutting through the heart of Central America, is a testament to China's growing reach and its willingness to reshape the global landscape, both physically and politically. By financing and building the canal, China has drawn Nicaragua firmly into its orbit, forging a strategic partnership that extends far beyond economics. This alliance gives China a valuable foothold in a region long dominated by the United States, and it opens the door to deeper cooperation on trade, technology, and even security. For the US, the Dragon's Passage represents a direct challenge to its historical influence in the Western Hemisphere. American officials worry that the canal could one day serve as a platform for Chinese military or intelligence operations, raising the stakes for regional security and prompting urgent discussions in Washington. The canal's impact will ripple across Central America, affecting not only geopolitics but also the environment and local communities. Neighboring countries are watching with a mix of hope and apprehension, aware that the project could bring economic opportunities but also environmental risks and social tensions. In response, the United States may seek to reinforce its alliances and ramp up investment in the region, aiming to counterbalance China's growing influence. This could mean new infrastructure projects, increased diplomatic engagement, and a renewed focus on supporting local economies. The Dragon's Passage stands as a powerful symbol of a shifting world order, where China and the US compete for influence not just through military might, but through infrastructure, trade, and strategic partnerships that will shape the future of global commerce. The rivalry between the two canals is more than a matter of shipping lanes. It's a proxy for a much broader contest for global leadership, with each side seeking to secure its place at the center of international trade and diplomacy. The stakes are nothing less than the future balance of power in the 21st century, as the world watches to see which nation will shape the next era of global connectivity and influence. The Dragon's Passage comes at a steep environmental and human cost. The canal cuts through rainforests and wetlands, threatening endangered species and fragmenting the Mesoamerican biological corridor. Dredging Lake Nicaragua risks releasing toxins and saltwater intrusion, endangering water quality for millions and unique aquatic life. Up to 120,000 people, many from indigenous communities, face displacement and loss of ancestral lands. Promises of fair compensation are met with skepticism, as past mega-projects have often failed local populations. The influx of workers and rapid industrialization could spark social unrest and erode traditional cultures. Protests have already erupted, highlighting deep opposition from those most affected. The true cost of the canal will be measured not just in dollars, but in lost ecosystems and disrupted lives. The Dragon's Passage marks a turning point in global history, an audacious feat of engineering that signals the dawn of a new era in global trade and geopolitics. Stretching across Central America, this colossal waterway is more than just a shortcut for ships. It's a symbol of shifting power and ambition on the world stage. This $7.5 billion project redraws the world's trade and power maps, offering a bold alternative to the century-old Panama Canal. It challenges Panama's supremacy, opening up fresh routes for global commerce and creating new opportunities for nations and industries alike. The Dragon's Passage promises to reshape supply chains, making shipping faster, more efficient, and potentially less costly. Ports and logistics hubs across continents are already preparing for the ripple effects of this new artery. At the heart of this transformation is China, whose investment and expertise have cemented its presence in the Americas. The canal stands as a testament to Beijing's growing influence far beyond its borders. The canal's economic potential is vast, promising to boost trade, create jobs, and stimulate growth in the region. For many, it represents hope for prosperity and a brighter future. But these promises come with significant environmental and social risks. Deforestation, displacement of communities, and threats to fragile ecosystems have sparked fierce debate and concern among locals and environmentalists. This is a bold strategic move by Beijing, one that extends its reach and influence into the Western Hemisphere, reshaping alliances and rivalries in the process. The Dragon's Passage signals a new era of infrastructural geopolitics and intensifies the ongoing rivalry between the United States and China, as both powers vie for influence over global trade routes. The world must now weigh the promise of prosperity against the threat of irreversible harm to people and nature. As construction begins, the stakes have never been higher for those living along the canal's path. Nations and industries must adapt to a new reality, one where two competing Central American canals redefine the flow of goods, capital, and influence across the globe. The map has been redrawn, and the world's shipping lanes are being reimagined in real time, yet the final outcome remains uncertain. The future of this ambitious project, and its true impact, hangs in the balance. Will the Dragon's Passage foster global connectivity and prosperity, bringing nations closer together through trade and cooperation, or will it deepen divides, exacting too high a price from the environment and the people who call this region home? Only time will tell as this new artery of commerce takes shape, carving a path toward an unwritten future for the world.